Two beauties are going to return. 5 years ago I discovered HTD watches and their model Pallettoni and Spaceboy, two vintage-inspired dive watches from Italy. I presented them first here on Watch of the Week and then in form of in-depth reviews, which happen here on the channel almost every Friday. And I'm happy to see that these watches apparently were a success, because the independent brand HTD brings them back with some changes. So first let's go over the specs. The model name Pallettoni has changed to Bicchierini, which sounds kind of funny with an English pronunciation, and the Spaceboy stays. The only difference between these two models is the dial design. So, we have automatic watches with a case diameter of 39.4 millimeters, a thickness of 11.5 including the crystal, and a length of 47. Lug width is 20 millimeters. The watch is equipped with a screw-down crown, a sapphire crystal, and it is waterproof up to 200 meters. Caliber is the Mk2 90S5. The bezel is a 120 click type, unidirectional with an aluminium insert. Both models come on an oyster type bracelet and the price is 790 euros including VAT or 777 US dollars without VAT. Alright, let's go into detail. Normally I present you here a list of points that I find positive and worth mentioning, followed by the downsides. In this case here, I'd like to start with a fat 0. What we see here is 0 stupid decisions. And that's the speciality. I mean, at first glance, we have two watch geeks, so a super small company founded only 5 years ago. This is the recipe for a lot of stupid decisions, but then they come up with these watches and you look at them, you turn them around with the expectation to find madness, and there's nothing. Just a watch, neat and clean, without any form of mistake when it comes to the design, the measurements, the components, and the overall composition of all elements. You have one rather conservative dial and a flashy one, you have nice finishing, functioning customer service, and more. Because a closer look reveals that our two geeks, Federico Del Guerra and Federico Zulian, are not amazed by marketing stories, but by technology and design. HTD stands for Horological Tools Department and is therefore one of the most down-to-earth brand names on the planet. But now to the newness here. What did they change? Very little. They overworked both watches on a microscopic level. The case is a tiny bit wider, a tiny bit more slender, with overworked forms to make it even more appealing. The same applies to the print and dial finishing. The lume is enhanced. By the way, here's your opportunity to criticize details. See the upper edge of the 3 print? Looks somewhat sloppy, but is it a problem? No, that's the magnification. That's the level of refinement this technique allows. Basically, you have a huge blob of paint, and so this is very normal. You see this quality also from super experienced brands like Oris. Nothing to worry about. And nothing to worry about the other parts, because the strong components from the last batch will remain. So, for example, sapphire instead of plexi, despite the vintage-inspired look. That Mk2 to keep the price down. The well-made bracelet with a quick adjustment system, and the overall quality which I could feel during my in-depth review. Also, the aluminium bezel insert for the vintage look is still present. What has changed drastically though is the price. I don't remember the regular retail price of the first batch, but in my Watch of the Week episode from 2020 I stated the pre-order price of 450 euro. This could mean I was wrong in that video and the pre-order price was higher, or there was a huge gap between pre-order and regular price to attract people, or they have almost doubled the price for the product, or there isn't a pre-order price anymore at all. If somebody can clarify, if somebody knows more, please make a comment. And I know for sure that we have to be patient, because the Bicchierini and the Spaceboy will be available in September this year, so after the fabulous vacation we all hopefully are planning. So let me know your holiday destination and what do you think about the HTD Bicchierini and Spaceboy. Thank you very much and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.